You spend a lot of money on ads, don't you? You did an earnings report. You spent like
Yeah.
1,000 last year, I think.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did a lot more than I wanted to in some cases.
Yeah.
You know, my general advice with Amazon ads is that they can be very powerful and are a great way to bring traffic to your listings,
Mm.
but you do need to take some time to really kind of learn about Amazon ads and how they work. And my general advice would be to start small, right, with your
Yeah.
budgets and sort of your testing pool and slowly build up. So, there's we could probably do a couple different videos on Amazon ads and the
Yeah.
different strategies and stuff like that. But, I think the biggest takeaway if somebody is new and they wanted to start ads is, do some research, watch a couple videos on some introductory campaign types and ways to promote your products.
Mm.
Pick a few, pick a few of maybe your best sellers or products that you think have the most potential, and run a low daily budget ad. So you can usually set a daily budget on your ads, and I think you can go down to $1 or $2 per day. Do that. I mean, you start off at $1 or $2 per day and let it run for about a week or so and see how it performs.
Mm.
And try not to get too overzealous from the start because you can get burned really quick with Amazon ads. And next thing you know, you spend a lot of money and you're not getting the clicks and sales.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean that's my general advice is that they can be a great tool. I use them heavily. Some people use them even heavier than I do and really go crazy with the ads.
Mm.
But they take some time to really kind of learn, and you need a sample size over a longer period of time to really understand if they're working. So the way to do that for a beginner is to start with a low daily budget, a low bid amount, and incrementally slowly creep it up until you start to see some traction.
Mm. What's a low bid amount in your opinion? Like how many cents would you recommend starting?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say 10 cents.
Yeah.
10 cents a bid. I mean, ad rates have gone up, honestly. I mean, I've been doing ads for years now, and I mean, every year they go up, unfortunately. And I remember when I could get like clicks and sales and impressions on like lottery campaigns for like 5 cents a click.
Oh wow.
But I don't think that's the case anymore. I still start a lot of mine at 10 cents. And I may not get any impressions. I may not get any
Yeah.
traction. And then I'll bump it up usually 2 cents at a time. I'll go to 12 cents, let it
Yeah.
run for a couple of days. Then I'll go to 14 cents. I think when you start getting around in the 15 cents per click range, you should start to see some traction depending on the niche, depending on the time of year. But you might start to see some activity around then.
Yeah, that makes sense. And do you mainly do the automatic targeting, keyword targeting, or do you do a lot of specific products or search phrases as well?
I
Keyword.
do both. I mean, I like the automatic campaigns a lot because when you have if you have a portfolio of a lot of designs, you can put those in those lottery campaigns, is what a lot of people call them.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and those with an automatic campaign or an automatic, yeah, campaign in a lottery style where you have hundreds or even thousands of products at a very low bid,
Mm.
you can really get some great sales and returns off of that. But I also use the manual and specific strategy. So if I'm trying to promote or push a particular design around a holiday or a
Yeah.
time of year, that's when your manual campaigns can really accelerate a listing. And if you can get a popular listing onto page one during a big event or holiday like St. Patrick's Day, right around the corner,
Mm.
you can do really, really well. But it takes some practice and it takes some work. But the lottery campaigns, auto campaigns are great. That's primarily still
Yeah.
what I start all my campaigns with. And then I may take a segment of those and move them over to manual.
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I've got quite a few lottery campaigns as well, and I would also say to people who are maybe starting out with that is at the beginning, especially if you have a really low bid on those, nothing really happens. But I've noticed that even if you leave it at a low bid and you wait like a few months, they do start getting impressions and clicks over time. It's just the start is really slow, but if you're patient
Yeah.
with they can eventually really start getting sales for really little like ad spend, which is amazing. So definitely worth starting some lottery campaigns, especially as a beginner, I think.
Yeah. Where do you start your lottery campaigns at roughly per click?
I think I start as low as like 5 cents, but I also add that I don't even know what it's called, but you can add the placements. I think for like 100 extra. Like people sometimes show you products, so that 10 cents per click essentially sometimes. But yeah, that's really it, as low as possible. And if they're doing well, then I'll up the bid amount a bit to get more impressions essentially.
Yeah. Great. No, that's that placement thing can be powerful too, where you can, like you're saying, you can up the percentage of it landing on first page or landing on product search. Those are all just different variables. And yeah, I mean, I think as somebody new, they would probably, it's kind of overwhelming because there's all these different, you got your daily budget and your clicks and these, you know, percentage placement. Start really simple, keep it really simple and easy. And slowly kind of build up your comfort level and see what works. And you can have some great success with the ads.
If you enjoyed that clip, then click here to watch the full episode of Print on Demand Wisdom.